Hello, hello. Coming live to you with the Know It All Entrepreneur Show. Today's topic is taking action. Taking action to get you where you want to be or where you want to go. So taking action is so important. And nothing will happen except when we are taking action. In previous shows and videos during August, we shared with you different things how to build your business strategy. For example, how you can set your business apart from others in the market and how you can identify what matters most to you as the leader and to your business success and to your customers. So once you went through that process, now it's time to take it all together, put it all together and take action. Taking action. So important. So why do we need to take action? Because we need to realize and bring into this world what we want to do with our business. And how can we do that? Take a pen and a paper. You might have already a business plan, a business strategy. And if perhaps you did the exercises we shared with you during the last several shows. Take all your information, and if you listen to the replay, pause it and take your pen or paper so you can take some notes and follow along. Now, to identify the actions, let's take an example. One of my clients, her key strategy was to improve, not really to impact, the health and wellness of the community. So one of her key strategies, and she has 5 key strategies, and I encourage you to have 5 key strategies. 5 is a great number. 5 is not overwhelming, and it's enough to really make an impact. So one of her strategies was to impact the health and wellness of the community. Now, how can we take action? First step would be we want to identify what does it really mean to impact. When we want to impact the health and wellness of the community, we want to reach more people. She had a health and wellness product and services. So we want to reach more people to truly impact the health and wellness. So we need to grow the business. To grow the business, we need to identify exactly what we want to grow. Do we want to grow the volume, more sales, more revenue in the volume? Do we want to grow the services? She had some health coaching services. So we want to be very clear, and how much do we want to grow the volume? Is it 10%? Is it 15%? Is it an actual number? If you resonate more with an actual number, you can write it down. It's 1,000, 2,000, whatever your unit is. So either increase by 10%, 15%, 5%, or put down the actual number. So if you have a business where you want to sell something, you want to sell the products to impact the community where you are, identify your first metric. Identify your measure to be really clear what you want to do, because we can only develop powerful actions when we identify exactly what we want to get out of it and where we want to go. So the metric is so important. Your measure is so important. Now she had a measure of increasing the volume. The other measure was how else can she impact the health and wellness of the community. So another measure was she wanted to diversify. She wanted to develop new products and services. So in order to do that, she needed to allocate specific time in her daily schedule to research, to find out about new products or services, to find out about possible opportunities for diversification. So she allocated in her schedule exactly how many hours she wanted to spend. Was it 1 hour, 2 hours per day, per week, to figure out how she can diversify. And then the third area, she was very clear and she identified really specific what she wants to do was in the how to develop partners. She was thinking about how else can I impact the health and wellness of the community. And to really leverage that, she identified partners, or she wanted to identify partners. So one of her action was to identify partners so she can really leverage her product and services with partners who have complementary services. So that was another idea how she can better impact the health and wellness of the community. Now, how many partners did she want to have? Business partners? Was it one? Was it two? Was it a local? Was it a global? So those are specific questions you want to ask yourself. Be specific. Do you want 10 partners? Do you want just one business partner or like a network? Whatever is right for your product and services, be specific. You want to identify exactly the measure. And once you have the measure, now we can identify the actions. So let's go back to the first action. The first action was to grow the volume, to grow the products and services. And for this, she needs to do marketing. So what kind of marketing? A specific action. She identified she wanted specifically market her products and services online. For you, it might be locally, it might be billboards, it might be physical, a flyer, or it might be creating a funnel online. It might be using Facebook ads. Whatever your marketing strategy is, you want to develop a specific action and be specific what you will do to achieve your volume growth. For the second part, for the diversification, as I mentioned earlier, she was going to allocate time in her schedule. So her specific action was to allocate the time in the schedule, and then how will she actually identify complementary products or products that would be good to diversify with, or services. So she needed to do some research. She needed to be very specific what she wanted to do. Again, diversification, new products. And when she had an idea for a new product, she needed to be specific how to develop and implement that. So again, specific action for the diversification and new products. And the third area, we talked about finding partners, finding joint ventures maybe, or partners who are aligning with the cause. So she needed to research how she can develop win-win partnerships. Can she get some reference from someone who has similar product and services that are impacting the health and wellness of the community? So you want to be very specific to what actions you will take to achieve your measure. Now we talked about the 3 measures and the specific actions. And now, most important, you have to do it in writing. If you have it on your mind and say, oh, I have all my business ideas and my business plan in my mind, you will feel so overwhelmed. It is impossible to have it just on your mind all the time. You will not sleep. You will think about it all night. You will not accomplish it. You are not committing to specific actions. You are not committing to the specific things you want to accomplish. So number 1, write down your business strategy. I know many entrepreneurs, they say, I have it in my head and it is not working. So write it down. Just do it to test to see what I say is helping you. Write down your business strategy. Write down your actions, specific, your measure in the different areas you want to achieve. You want to get clarity, what it is exactly. Write it down. And with the actions, put a date with it. You want to have a date because once you know, okay, this action I'm going to take right now for this month, and that's something later on, maybe in 6 months, or you have it completed. So if you have a specific date, again, you are creating yourself a roadmap. You are creating a path for you to move forward, and you will not feel so overwhelmed. Because when we think we have to do it all, everything you have to do today to get to your goal, you are not going to accomplish it. You need to put your business plan in like one step at a time, or in chewable pieces. You know, we have that saying, you eat an elephant one bite at a time, right? So you need chewable pieces. You don't want to feel your business is an elephant and you cannot do it. You will get paralyzed if you want to do it all in one setting. I mean, mentally paralyzed. You will not be able to do it and get overwhelmed. So bring it into pieces to move forward. You know, bring your business plan into that format that you can move forward. Now you have your business plan in writing. And here is the next step. You have your strategy, you have your actions. Let's fast forward now. Let's say you did it. And if you listen to the replay, just pause and then make sure you complete all your actions. And then you have a complete business plan with actions. And here comes the secret to stay on track. Many business owners, they have a beautiful plan and they don't look at it and they forget about it and don't stay on track. So I will share with you the secret how to stay on track. It works all the time. Number one, have your business plan and actions in writing. We talked about it. Number two, look at your plan and decide which actions will I prioritize for this month. This month, now it's September starting, which action will I take? What is my priority for this month? If you have your business plan nicely typed up, you can highlight it in green. Let's say green is like, okay, these are my priorities. This is what I'm going to do this month, and everything else can wait. So you unclutter your mind again. You feel more comfortable. You say, okay, I know I will just need to accomplish these actions. So you do this monthly. At the end of the month, you look at your plan and you look, what did you accomplish? You give yourself a smiley face. You give yourself a big self-hug and say, oh yes, I did all of that. And if you had to modify your actions, or if you couldn't accomplish certain things, you just move it forward to the next month. You are going to continue on the same action. You don't change your strategy, but you modify your actions if needed. Sometimes things come up and you just have to attend to something else so you can move the action forward. Again, give yourself dates, very important to put a date there. Then weekly, you're going to look at your plan. Okay, this month in September, I want to achieve this and this. So weekly, I will look at my plan and say, okay, for this week, what are my priorities? What is the most important thing for this week? And then daily, I will look at it and say, I usually do it at night, in the evening. What is the most important thing I need to do tomorrow to achieve my task and move forward towards my goal, towards the bigger goal of the monthly goals and the actions? So monthly, weekly, daily. Now to recap, we talked about today. We talked about that you have a strategy that's based on what matters most to you and your business and your customers, that you know how to set your business apart from others in the market. And those were previous shows we have and videos. You can always contact me to watch them. If you don't find the link, we have them shared here, but feel free to contact me. And then we talked about how to develop specific measures. You want to be specific in your measures. You want to be clear. What do you want to accomplish? How much? 10% more volume? Do you want to diversify? Do you want to have partners? How many partners? And then you develop specific actions. And the actions are time bound. So you add a date and everything is in writing. And then you review it monthly, weekly, daily. And if you do that, your business will take off amazingly. You will just wonder, it's so easy, so effortlessly. And you're going to be so clear on what you want, and you will move forward so fast because you follow your own plan. And if you would like to know more about how to develop a plan and how to develop a real action plan, contact me. My information is here. I will post my website below, and you have my name here. You can also email us here on social media and marketing news. Contact me, and I offer a free strategy session helping you to identify your business strategy and your actions. So that is a free session. If you are ready, contact me. If you are not ready and you don't have a written plan, think about what will happen to your business 1 year from today. Will you still be in business? Will all the dreams you have about your business, will they have come into reality? Or will you have to close your business because you did not have a plan? You did not follow an action plan. So think about it. If you're ready, contact me. We can together develop an action plan. And I hope you're all ready, because I want you all to have flourishing businesses that grow and blossom and improve the community where you're working and improve the world as a whole. So I'm excited to hear from you, and I will see if we have some questions. I see that we have some comments here. And yes, thank you so much. Great information. One of my favorite shows. Wonderful. And I forget my ideas. That's why you write them down. And you have helped me so much in writing things down. Yes, I have to hold myself accountable and to write things down. And sometimes I don't do it for a few weeks and I notice my business is not moving forward. So I am holding myself again accountable, and let's hold all each other accountable for writing things down and moving forward with a wonderful strategy. And that it is for today. Next week, we will talk about the mindset and what comes in the way when you have an action plan and when you want to do something and then you get busy and get off track, and how you can stay on track. So join us next week, the same time, same channel. We are excited to see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye for now.